All right, welcome to Machine Media Presents Alpha Degen Phi. I'm joined by, wrong direction, DeFi FOMOFO, my co-host, and down there is Connor, the founder of Alpha Degen Phi. What's up, guys?
Good afternoon. Nice to be here. Hope you're all well. Excited to kick in, get started on the alpha.
Hell yeah, this is going to be great. And there actually are some really cool things during the mint that ADP is doing that I haven't seen anyone else do ever. I think it's a new thing, and it's actually a really good thing for the community, not just the ADP community, but the Cardano community as a whole, right? Just this whole idea with what they're doing with their mint when it comes to the reveal. But we'll get to, I can't speak, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm sorry we were late today. We had some computer issues, but we're here now, right? And that's all that matters. Don't forget, if you're here on YouTube, we're streaming live on Twitter as well. Let me show this to you guys so you can see it. See, if you go to the Machine Media page on Twitter, you can see us rambling away. So if you are watching this on YouTube, go over there and retweet that as well. Let's get it out. I'm going to do it right now. Like and retweet. But if you want to enter our giveaways, our live giveaways, you do have to be in the live chat here on YouTube. Just type hashtag pause. We probably have some ready to go here. Oh, Emma's here. What's up, Emma? And we'll get you entered to win. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We have a couple ADP mint passes from Connor. We actually have a Twitter giveaway from earlier in the week for an ADP mint pass. I have some of those to give away. We have our Pause for a Cause weekly giveaway as well for a Boss Cat Rocket Club Vox Cat this week and a whole bunch of other stuff. So get in here. Let's see how it goes. But enough of my rambling. So ADP. What do you actually, before we get into what Connor has to say about this, what do you have to say about it, DeFi? Because unfortunately, I work too much now. So I'm not, balls deep in the space like I used to be digging through every single project. But I know you've been talking about ADP for a while. So what is it about this project that you like?
Connor, he's the man. I always hear him on Cardano in the mornings. Well, not as much anymore because my schedule's changed a little bit. So unfortunately, I don't get to tune in quite as often as I'd like. But I really like just the way you handle yourself in the space, and I think you're a sharp guy, and I'm on board. I'm down to help support in any way I can, and yeah,
let's go.
Hell yeah, and it really is important, right? The founder is the most important part of any project, but the art's really important too. And I love the artwork you came up with this, Connor, and it really does have that Solana edge to it. So what can you tell us about that? First, where did ADP come from, and how'd you come up with this art?
Yeah, great question. So, I mean, for me, I've been in this space since minting space buds way back when. So, I've seen the bull market, the bear market, everything in between. And so for me, having been in this environment, I thought, I want to actually build a brand and move into it myself. I've got the experience, I've got the ideas, and, from my experience, the community is such a strong part of a project. It's the make or break in many ways. So going along those ideas, I thought, it'd be great to have a sort of frat house community. Having been at university myself and studied abroad in Canada for a year, and I saw firsthand, the craziness, the fun, but also, the positive elements of, that networking, charity work, and that side of things of frat communities. So bundling all that into one, I thought, yeah, that's the vision for me entering this space. And then, in terms of the name, Alpha's number one, also the alpha of information within this space is so key. Degen, because that's, what most of us are in this space, throwing money at digital JPEG images and promises and dreams. The mentality that we have here is very Degen centric. And then Phi, sort of the philosophy element, it's a Degen philosophy, to be within this space. So yeah, came up with Alpha Degen Phi, building upon my experience and thoughts for the space, and now executing on that vision. And in terms of artwork, again, I'm very much into the PFP space. I love it myself, and that's what got me hooked initially. So, staying true to that, I thought I want to design a quality, high quality artwork for that allows you to have that customizability so you can actually align to your profile picture. A lot of times you'll be looking through collections and it may not necessarily be the floor one. Maybe you buy 120 up from there because it resonates with you. So for me, it was key to try and get the artwork to a point where most of the commons, uncommons, whatever it is, people are happy to rep that as a PFP. So yeah, I reached out to a friend I made in the Solana space, and together we came up with the concept.
Hell yeah. I like the frat house idea. I was in a frat house way back when. And what the hell? I don't even remember. It was Delta Kappa Theta, right? Can't spell drunk without DK. I made a lot of bad choices, but I made a lot of good ones too. And it's true, right? There are some frat houses. Looks like we lost DeFi, but that's all right. He'll be back. There are some, right, they get a bad name, probably from like Animal House and things, but there's a lot of frat houses out there that do a lot of good in their communities, and it really is just a brotherhood. And this is great because now, even if you're a female in the space, you can be in a frat house for the very first time, right? You can never do that before. Worldwide, first time female inclusive frat house without having to go to a sorority and get covered with flowers or whatever they do there. No, but the artwork is really, really cool. And actually, we'll just go right down the page here. What can you tell me about your pledge system? Because I know people can pledge to them. Actually, is the pledge still open?
Still open.
So the mint's right around the corner too, right?
Yeah, 27th of July.
All right, so we only got a couple days. So if you love this project, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing from Connor, get over there and try to pledge. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get to be a part of this. And then you get a pledge pass and some mint passes. What's the pledge pass do?
Yeah, so the pledge pass is our equivalent of an OG pass. So we're very keen on putting those in the hands of the members of our community who are bullish on ADP, here for the long term. And so, you go on the website, you apply for a pledge pass, fill in a few questions. Doesn't have to be War and Peace, but just a rough summary of, the answers to those. And then we're going through and hand selecting the applicants that we think, really bring in the energy for ADP. So we'll select them there. And if you're selected via that route for a pledge pass, then you'll also receive 3 mint passes as well. And the reason that we're doing that is because, we appreciate in this space, whitelist oftentimes is just sending a wallet that's pre-registered so you can mint. There's not actually much value attached to it in a sort of trading sense. So what we wanted to do is provide that value to ADP members. So with the mint passes, the mint pass will be burned on mint, and that will allow you to mint 2 NFTs with a slight discount as well. And we can get into that when we sort of cover the mint details. But that will be burned on mint day. Means you're guaranteed to get that early entry to mint. And so some people might think, you know what, I've got this pledge pass and I've got 3 mint passes. Let me sell all 3. I'm happy with my pledge pass because that can mint 4 NFTs, and that's not being burned. Right. Other people, they might want to mint 6. So maybe they sell 2 of the mint passes and keep 1 for themselves. But it just gives everyone options to, flip in the short term, hold for the long term. And the majority of our mint passes are being given out via that pledge pass route. So maybe we're giving out a few via collabs and a few via, noticing people in the Discord and via Twitter. But for the most part, the community are in charge of what that value is. So yeah, a great initiative that we think separates us out from the traditional sort of, send a wallet for whitelist.
Absolutely. And it is a really cool idea, right? To have, because let's say even if somebody can't, if they don't have the funding, right, to be able to use all of their mints, well, or maybe none of their mints, they could get rid of a couple of these mint passes and make it so they can be a part of this community and they can mint come mint day. You know what I mean? This is, I just love that almost everything about this project is something new. And something different. And I'm trying to slow down, but I cannot wait to get to that whole reveal thing we talked about before, because I just think that's genius. But we'll just go down the list here and we'll see when it comes up. All right. So roadmap. So this is what ADP has planned for the future, right? And everyone keep in mind, every roadmap, I don't care who you are, right, is penciled in, right? You never know what's going to be best for the community 2 months from now. The space goes extremely fast. But let's see what you guys hopefully hope to achieve here. So obviously all this is already completed, right? Your phase one, this was kind of building out the community, right? And getting the Discord built up and everything else.
No, so actually
Oh,
we
wait a minute.
again changed up a little bit. I think from my perspective, all of that elements, build out community, launch Discord, Twitter, and so on. I feel like that's more of a project related roadmap that you should keep in-house. I don't really think it's worth shouting about, oh, hey everyone, we've launched a Twitter. We're in a space now where everyone can do that. So, let's not shout about the basics is my approach.
That's a great idea. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've read so many roadmaps where phase one, that's what it is. Literally hundreds of projects that I was like, oh, that must be what this means. And I just went to move on. So thank you for correcting me. So what do we got?
All of that stuff's been done in-house. So this will be, upon mint, this is what we're going to be cracking on with.
Hell yeah. So what is, I mean, is this something we're supposed to pick apart? Is this kind of like secretive alpha here, or is this some kind of code? So we have think like an alpha, right? Then we have dress like an alpha, act like an alpha. What can you give us on those? Or is that something we just have to find out for ourselves?
For the most part, yeah, we put some sort of summary hints in there to allude to what's going to happen. But I guess you can look at phase one as setting the foundation. So you've bought an ADP on mint. You're now part of the frat house. And phase one is about bringing everyone up to a sort of certain level that we can collectively build from.
All right. Gotcha. Well, let's see what phase two is then. So we have our foundation in phase one. And I'm trying to read between the lines here because I'm pretty sure there's more going on in this roadmap than I can figure out. So the chapter progresses, the annual ADP tournament of vibes. Show me what you got. Stop token around with some dollar signs. I'm guessing there may or may not be a native asset involved. Off to the market. Every day I'm hustling. Maybe your own NFT marketplace, or who knows, maybe a merch marketplace, right? And let's go shopping. Hey, big spender. So what can you tell us about this? Or again, are we just going to have to pick it apart and see what we think?
Yeah, I think the latter, you'd have to pick it apart. But the first one is something that we're really excited about. Again, coming into this space, having been here from the jump on a Cardano perspective, I've seen what's been coming along, and I want to build new and innovative solutions. So when it comes to this tournament of vibes, we're really excited to input that. We'll get the whole community involved. It's going to be great fun, and yeah, it's one of those where I'm not rushing through the roadmap, but I'm really excited to get to that part particularly. That's one of my favorite points that we're going to launch on, and I'm confident that again it's going to be something that really changes the game within the space.
Excellent. This is a great idea for a roadmap. Yes, it's open to interpretation, right? Some of it, right? Stop token around. You can kind of guess what it is, but you don't know exactly what. But it also doesn't pigeonhole you in because, like we said, the space changes, right? The needs of communities change. And this kind of leaves it open, even if you're kind of hinting at what it is, to shape something to the best it can be for the community without that one person in the background screaming, you didn't do exactly what you said you were going to do, whether or not it's good for me and my wallet. I want you to do exactly what you said. So, all right, let's see. And then we have phase three. The chapter builds this dorm ain't big enough for the both of us. The Emperor's new clothes, and it's getting hot in here. So again, everyone, I guess you're just going to have to pick that apart and decide what you think could be. And to be honest, this roadmap, as cryptic as it may be, is a lot better than most recently. I've seen some projects coming out that are saying they're going to do things that are just completely impossible, and people just believe it. Really, the most important thing behind a project for me is the team, right? And that you guys are willing to build. And like you said, you've been here for quite a while. DeFi knows you pretty well. So I mean, it seems like this is not financial advice, everyone. Please remember that. Nothing on the show is financial advice. But I'm going to be minting, right? I can't wait to see where it goes. And the art's just cool. Anytime you mint anything, right? It has to be something, even now with boss cats, when I pick up an OG cat, I don't just get what's on the floor. I get something that speaks to me, something I really like the artwork. Because who knows? What if every project does go to zero someday? I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, I want to have artwork that I like. You know, I still get something out of it. And I haven't seen one of these I don't like. So actually, so let's touch on the team. We have you right here. We have Connor, Spicy Bruno. So this is your artist from the Solana space that you partnered up with.
Yeah.
And then Peppermint. Everyone has heard pretty much of Peppermint by this point. All right. And then I'm just going right through. So we have our Pledge Pass applications. All right. So now it's time for me to dig into what I'm so excited about. Right. When this mint comes out, people, everybody complains about reveal mints, right? Because yes, the team usually knows what assets are behind which asset numbers. So they know where the rares are, whereas the community has no idea. So whether or not it's happening, there's always someone that FUDs and says, well, the team's probably just out there picking up all the rares off the floor, right? While the rest of us grope around blindly in the darkness of Web3 until the reveal. But with ADP, that's not the case. So how does this work, Connor? What are we seeing here?
Yeah, so what we're seeing here is a game changer, to be honest with you. So this is, again, our solution to the problem of rarity not being rewarded. You know, you might be jumping in this space, maybe you pick up a 101 or a top 100 rarity, say, and then the utility and the benefits that you receive is the same as a floor. And so the argument then goes, why buy top tier when you can buy a floor and get more of this utility? So that's the problem that we went in to solve. And again, having jumped on the ETH side of NFTs, I really enjoy the pre-reveal style. I think it really adds something. It adds that delayed gratification, excitement's there. And so combining all that into one, we set out to solve that problem, provide a solution. And here it is. Machinists, here is the solution.
It is a pretty awesome solution. I'm not going to lie.
So yeah, so breaking it down, we're going to have a rarity frame for our NFTs. That's how we're going to allocate a rarity. And we will still be utilizing CNFT tools. So you'll still have that traditional element of rarity there for those that are interested by it. But as a project, we're assigning the rarity frame as a way for us to directly value and give value back to those that hold the higher tier NFTs. And so the colors that you see there from the bottom to the top, they allocate the different rarities. So that sort of peach color is a common, the orange is uncommon, green would be rare, dark blue is legendary, light blue is mythic, and then the gold is one of one. Okay, so your NFT on mint day, upon reveal, will have one of those colors as a frame around it to highlight the rarity, which in and of itself is a nice solution. But then we go one step further than that. And we think, you know, we're degens. So how do we add a bit of fun aspect to the pre-reveal? So what we have here is the key for the pre-reveal arts. There's going to be 5 different pre-reveal arts, and each one of those has 2 door colors on it. Okay, so whichever one you want to pick, so say the bottom one has peach and orange. Right. Which means that your NFT will either be a peach or orange frame. It'll either be common or uncommon.
I gotcha.
And so going all the way to the top, then when you have that bracket, you're going to have either a one of one or mythic rarity behind the artwork. And we have 5 different one of one arts in total, very special, beautiful, crafted by our artist himself. So 5 one-of-ones behind that door, and the rest will be mythic. So you have some idea of what could be there. You know, if you get that 101/mythic, you got to think, am I holding on? Am I risking it? Or am I selling the potential and maybe jumping back in at a later time? It adds so many dynamics to the market, and we're really excited, really proud of it, firstly, to be able to come up with it and work with Peppermint to put this in place. They've been working hard to make sure that the elements align themselves and it's going to be smooth. But yeah, really excited for this piece.
That's a great idea with the 2 colors. I didn't realize that, but just until Connor said it, I found out. For the rest of you listening, I thought it was just okay. If one of the doors is gold, you have a a one of one. But imagine if you got like that gold and a peach, right? Oh my goodness. But it's a great idea, right?
Yeah.
It really is. So let me ask you this though: with the rarities, are there
Mhm.
always only going to be these 6 tiers, or do those rarities update after the reveal and then traits get involved, or it's just by the frame all the way
Just by
through?
the frame, yeah. So you got
Okay.
these are the 5 different pre-reveal arts that you'll see on launch. So if you're jumping on JPEG, this is what you'll be utilizing to make sure that you can see, and it'll be in the metadata anyway, the colors. But
Right.
yeah, you'll be able to use this chart to see, okay, that one's dark blue and green. I've got myself potentially a rare, potentially a legendary. So yeah, these are purely frame colors. The traits themselves, and that's why I think it's great fun, because the traits themselves aren't limited to a particular rarity. So
Right.
if you love a particular hoodie or a t-shirt, you could get that across all different spectrums of rarity. It's not specific. And that's where the sort of traditional rarity element comes in, because people might think, oh, I love that, low quantity trait that I'm going to sweep and rep on my timeline.
That's it's just this gets better and better. I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes, right, my favorite traits and projects are the ones that are super common, and I don't,
Exactly.
but I still love it. But now you have a chance to have, no matter what is in this collection, it could be, one of those mythics, that the light blue. Now, the one of ones. Do we have sneak peeks for the one of ones here in the Discord? Should we go check some out, or are those totally under wraps?
We have one. We have one of one in the sneak peeks.
Ba-ba-da-ba, sneak peek.
There, the gold samurai looking one, that one. So that's one of the one of ones, and they're all different styles, different takes on the ADP brand. So yeah, this is just one, and a lot of hard work went into this from our artists. So we're super excited to see these hit the market and see what value people put them at.
This is really cool, man. And in a sense, I don't know, maybe this is just me in my head, but it makes me feel like the mint has the feel of something that's, you know, 8 months ago, right? When things used to get hyped up and you get really excited about something. Now it's just like, meh, there's another mint coming out. Like, you guys have done a lot to make this different and make this exciting for your community in the middle of a bear market. And that's not an easy thing to do.
Thank
Right.
you.
So remember, everyone, if you love what you're seeing, get in their Discord, get on Twitter, fill out that pledge application, right? You can get that pledge pass and 3 mint passes as well. And we can hit the prices here. I think I just had it up and I lost it. So we do have the mint prices with those, the pledge passes, mint pass, and the public phase. So if you have a pledge pass, you said you can mint up to 4 with that pledge pass. All right.
Correct.
And that's 88 each, or 88 for all 4, which I'd have no problem with.
88 each.
And then with those mint passes, and we're giving away 2 of those, actually, I think 3 of those today, plus the Twitter giveaway, because Connor's got 2 to give away. I have 1 to give away because for some reason they accepted my application last time we had Connor, when it was all breaking up and going all over the place. So we're going to give a bunch of those away. We have some other things to give away. Don't forget, #pause in the live chat on YouTube. And we're going to do something extra here too. Everyone here, if you go over to the Machine Media Twitter page, we're live on Twitter right now. So feel free to go over there. If you retweet this right now, while we are live, I'm going to run a Twitter picker before the end of this. And I don't know, we'll give away a bunch of Boss Cat Rocket Club boss points to somebody that retweets this broadcast live on Twitter right now. So get over there, smash retweet. All right. So I guess, what else do we want to hit here? I want to take a look at your Twitter and see what we got going on. Oh, wait a minute. I got to change accounts here. God, I have too many accounts. But yeah, I guess another thing I'd love to ask is, through this whole process, right? You guys spent a lot of time building this up and trying to do things differently. What's been your favorite part of the process so far with Alpha Degen Phi?
Oh, that's a good question, Machinist. I think the most enjoyable for me would have been the free coffee Mondays that we were running at the very beginning of our campaign. So every Monday we were giving out Starbucks vouchers for coffee,
That's
and
awesome.
doing that for different countries. So it was like one week it would be UK, then Canada, then US. We did Philippines. So really just getting in touch with the community for free. You know, there was no requirement to do anything, own anything. Just be there and utilize the barcode in the morning or whenever you were available. Obviously, once they were gone, they were gone. But we saw a high turnout with that. A lot of people loved it. And again, like you say, it's trying to bring back that bull market vibe, you know, the fun, the energy, in the same way as well. Like, you know, when we're in Discord, we're not grinding. It's not a grind culture because from my experience, it's exhausting. People don't enjoy it. And it's hard to build that community element that we're priding ourselves on. So again, it's, you know, it's a genuine place. And that's what we tried to get across with that free coffee. You know, we're an open place to come on in, hang out, relax. And yeah, I really enjoyed that part of our roadmap.
Hell yeah, absolutely. And that is important. I'm sorry. I kind of lost my mind for a second. I didn't know what to say because I was looking at this and I'm like, I just got to click through all their media. You guys have done a great job on Twitter as well with all of the engagement.
Thank you.
How's it looking? How's the community looking? Right. Honestly, because everyone wonders this. It's something people get scary about. Hey, Crypto Heaps, what's going on, man? Stop talking crap about my friend Connor. He's a good guy. I don't care what you say. But with you know, everyone worries about this in a bear market, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to sell out and what isn't. When it used to be, right, a year ago, it was just like, oh, this is easy sellout. I know this is going to do well. You know, what would you say to people that are wondering about that? Even if they love ADP, they love this artwork because there's no way you can't. You know, what would your answer be to those people?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think for us, it's changing the mindset, I think, is the main piece. You know, like you say, back in the day, you could mint anything. You didn't have to do your own research. It was just if you managed to get an NFT, you were in the profit. And those times are gone. Maybe they'll come back in the next bull, perhaps, but you can't, you know, nothing's promised. And for us, it's about just trying to improve everything that an NFT project stands for, everything that they do. So right away, you know, from giving out free coffee to the way we're minting with the pre-reveal, trying to change the game. You know, so when it comes to the Discord, our community is connected with each other. You know, it's not message after message, hundreds of messages an hour because we're not grinding. It's about a genuine place to pop in, you know, good morning, how's everyone doing? Have a little chat, speak about other projects that are minting and your thoughts. You know, I know some projects are very stern on, you know, not talking about anything else other than our project. But again, you know, we're not in a point where there's 5 projects around. You know, there's hundreds and thousands of projects that people are interested in and are part of. So it's an unrealistic expectation to assume that someone is going to spend all their time in your Discord, you know. So just going to get away from that mindset and say, actually, you know, we're a place to hang out, pop in, relax. And a lively chat does not necessarily mean a strong community. You know, having people grind their way through, it doesn't mean that they're going to be there after mint once they've got their pass or their whitelist spot. So yeah, our community is very healthy, very strong. I'm regularly in there myself, chatting to everyone, getting to know everyone, and building it, you know, into what it is now. So yeah, absolutely bullish on our community and bullish on what we're going to be bringing to the space.
Absolutely. And, you know, the great thing about that is that you are fostering that, you know, mindset within the community. And by saying that right up front, right, like we're not into that tribalism, right? That's not the game we're playing here. We just all want to be a family, like a frat house, and enjoy this space together, right? And build something while we're at it. You'll attract community members that feel that way, right? And have that same mindset. And that's going to be one hell of a strong community. My friend, I can't wait to be a part of it. And you can too on the 27th. Don't forget. Oh, here we go. Listen, Crypto Heaps really likes you, man. Connor is a legend. And hell yeah. And don't forget, please do what Crypto Heaps did. Smash that subscribe and like button and go retweet this on Twitter. We are live right now on the Machine Media Twitter feed. We're ending here for another giveaway. Oh, let's see what we got here. There doesn't seem to be as many paid chatters as there used to be. We've all wised up to them. Hell yeah, that's a fact. And then don't forget, if anyone has any questions for Connor, you can throw them right here in the live chat on YouTube. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to answer them. And hashtag pause in the live chat. Enter you to win some stuff. But all right, man. So I guess what does the future bring, right? We went through the roadmap, but if you could have just the perfect future for ADP, where's it going to be a year from now? What's it going to look like? Are there more collections involved? Is there IRL businesses? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good question. What is the vision? For now, there's no intention to enlarge beyond 3333. When Mint sells out, I'll happily do a shoey if that's the vibe we're doing. You've heard it here first.
It's live. It's recorded.
But yeah, the quantity of 3333 we're happy with. We think is a comfortable number. So there's no intention to water down or enlarge that collection for the sort of short and midterm as well. But the ultimate goal would be having that UK presence where I am, and having that presence sort of on a wider scope in the US, in Canada, in Asia, sort of hitting those core areas. And, ideally setting up a physical frat house to go to. How good would that be to have somewhere in the UK, somewhere in all these different areas where you can pop in and, participate in events, participate in sort of charity and activities in that sort of way, really building a proper frat house within a Web3 context. That would be the goal. That would be the dream. We're a ways away of getting there, but that's something that we're going to be striving towards, because we just think, the community aspect is so key. I'm in the UK, so yes, at some point I'll be going around and trying to tour the different countries and trying to meet up with as many members as we can. But there are limitations there. So having that ability to, hire a mod in Asia, say, and let them run an Asia specific event, having someone in the US and so on and so forth, building that network and community, building the frat house globally, that is the ultimate goal.
That's a great idea. Hey, and speaking of, actually, before I ask that question, you know what you could do? If you get these frat houses all over the world, you get one on every continent, just get one of your community members and say, hey, man, if you take care of this house and you're like the gatekeeper 24/7, you get free rent. Bro, somebody would do that, right? They'd be like, all right, man, I'll take care of the house. I'll keep the lights on.
Yep.
That would be awesome. What about CNFT Con this year, or NFT.xyz? Whatever they've renamed it. It's still CNFT Con to me. Are you guys gonna be there?
Yeah, so the goal, it depends on launch, to be honest with you. We haven't bought anything ahead of time. And it really just, like I say, depends on the success of the mint. If we do sell out or are close to selling out to the point where the funds are there, then absolutely we'll be getting out there. We'll be, providing a few Alpha exclusive, maybe some merch, things like this. We can see what we can do, definitely. So it's on the cards as a plan. We have to make sure that thresholds are met within the mint to make sure that we can execute. So watch this space. You may see us there.
Excellent. Well, can't wait, man. And it looks like we have TD Tony. He works with Lad Swag. It's a charity project run by a veteran, and they have something called Swag Fest coming up on August 13th. It's going to be a whole weekend of spaces run by different people. There's a bunch of projects involved, a bunch of giveaways. I'm doing the finale with everybody. We're going to have like 10 people on the live stream, and it looks like they might want ADP to join them on Swag Fest. So TD, just reach out to him, man. I'm sure Connor would be open to anything.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Like I say, community is what we're driven by. Charity work and all that good stuff is what we want to be delving into as well. So yeah, reach out in the DMs via Alpha Degen Phi's Twitter, and we can definitely see what we can do.
Hell yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, as you can see on your screen this way, we're going to give away some, no, not pledge passes today. You're not getting a pledge pass. You're getting mint passes. Sorry, I almost slipped there. I got excited. But I guess before we start doing our giveaways and everything else and wrapping it up, if there is someone out there, and I've been asking this same question since the very first podcast I did over a year ago on NFTs, if someone out there just heard this, right? Because this is going to be up on YouTube and on Twitter for all time until the end of the earth. If they heard this and they loved what they heard, right? And they like you, and they want, be part of a project with a great community and a great team, and they're thinking about minting on the 27th, come mint day, but they need to hear that one more right thing to push them in the back and over the ledge into the ADP family, what would you tell them?
Yeah, so first I would say NFA,
Yeah.
non-financial advice. Then I would jump in and say, look, we're bringing the positive vibes, we're bringing the fun, and we're changing the game. Right from free coffee to the pre-reveal mechanic, we're trying to change what's been done, improve the space, and really set headlines. So if you're someone who likes that style, who's not here for the quick flip, here for that community, here for the bigger picture, here for the long term, then absolutely, get involved, get stuck in. We've got so much more coming out that we know the space is going to love. Tournament of Vibes in particular, I can't wait for. So yeah, you want to be a part of it, jump on in.
Hell yeah. Great answer, my friend. And I'll tell, obviously, right, not financial advice. Let me get our little NFA banner going here. Bam. But honestly, when you look at a project, especially in a market like this, right, you have to make sure you're with a team that you trust and a community that you want to be a part of. And from everything I've heard, that's exactly what ADP is, man. This is awesome. You guys have done a great job. You've built a ton of fun and exciting ways to keep the community excited and involved during a bear market, which is not an easy thing to do, especially with that reveal technique with the frames. That's awesome. And it still has that bit of, who knows, because it has the two colors on the door. So you might have it, you might not have it, right? Do you sell? Do you not sell? So I think this is awesome. So thank you so much for hanging out and talking with us. And what do you think, man? Should we do some giveaways and jump into that?
Yeah, let's do it. And absolutely, thank you for having us on. It's great to catch up with you. Great to use a laptop. Bought myself new kit specifically so we can be prepped and ready for the NFT space. But yeah, let's get these giveaways going.
Hell yeah. All right. So let's see what we got here. First, we have our little Twitter picker here. This was for the ADP Mint Pass. We said we were going to announce this live on the show. So, so I guess while I'm typing this in here, I mean, really, I know what you said about, right, you like how frat houses are like brotherhoods and everything, but what really kicked this idea off? Like, was there like a conversation or something one day where you're like, hey, I should make a frat house NFT project on Cardano? Or did it just come out of the ether and punch you in the head?
Yeah, I think it was just a natural progression of being in the space, sort of being a DGM first and foremost, here for the money, then staying for the community, then starting to mod and assist in other projects, and then thinking to myself, I have all these great ideas. I want to actually be able to execute. And, when you see some of the projects, I'm not calling anyone in particular, but some projects, they haven't been executing. They've just sort of been dragging their heels along, doing little bits here and there, delay. And for me, I think, we can achieve so much in this space in such a short amount of time. I think we've been sort of shortchanged in some ways as a community from what's been possible to what's been achieved, and equally, some projects have achieved so much and they stand out significantly within the space. So for me, being excited by the space, growing within it, I thought, what, let me execute, let me put myself to the test and let's execute and show the community, show myself that what is possible from an NFT project.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Damn, you got a lot of good answers, man. I've interviewed a lot of people. Believe it or not, half the people that I've interviewed or talked to, I tell them, I say, don't worry, don't be stressed. All you got to do is talk about the project that you love and you've built. And they're like, what do I say? And it's like, what do you mean? What do you say? Like, just tell me about your project. Like, you're making me nervous here, man. No, hell yeah. That all sounds great. And we have our winner. I just had to take a screenshot there of it. So Julie Gilbero. I don't think they had to be. Nope, they did not have to be here to win. So we're just going to throw that in there. So that way Julie knows that she won. Let's see where the hell I have it. Oh, I have so many screenshots here from stuff. So let's see. Congrats. What the hell is her handle? Oh my goodness. Why is this going backwards? You know what? I'll post that after. The Twitter gods don't want it right now. So we'll let Julie know after the space is over. But we still have a couple more ADP mint passes to give away to people that are here live with us right now. So let's try that out. And then for Pause for a Cause, that's our charity project. 80% of the mint goes directly to the ASPCA to help stop animal cruelty. The other 20% funds holder-only giveaways. We have our weekly giveaway for that community. And Mint is still live. If anyone's interested, just go to PawsNFT.xyz. Sorry, I'm doing too many things at once. And get yourself a Pause for a Cause, right? You get Pause tokens every week you can use to enter raffles. We have our weekly giveaway for the community, and 80% of that mint goes to ending animal cruelty. We, as the team, don't take a cent. We take nothing. It goes completely to charity and completely to the community. So get involved. Could be fun. All right, so let's see. So we got 2 ADP mint passes from you, Connor, to give away. So let's see. I love this giveaway tool, man. This is awesome. So if anyone wins this, the first couple here, you're going to have to reach out to Connor. Hey, Crypto. I feel like that was rigged. Should we just not let him win and move on? No. Crypto Heaps, congratulations, man. Reach out to Connor. Not only does he owe you a shoey, he also owes you a mint pass.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's try another one. Hell yeah. So what do you got going on today, man? What time is it over there again? We were talking about time zones before.
Yeah, time is 6:42 p.m.
Oh, so it's over. It's almost the work week
It's
again.
over.
Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully it was a good weekend. And Emma, congratulations. Actually, that's Emma's handle right there. $, is it L or Ella? Emma, I never know. Digi, but I'm sure she'll reach out to you and confirm that. So congrats, Emma. And then I have a mint pass I want to give away as well from my wallet from when I got my my Hoojits there, my pledge pass, which was awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Of course.
There you go, my friend. This guy wins too much. I think I might still have your address in my DMs. If I don't, just submit a ticket over in the Pause Discord or something, just to make sure that I get that over to you. So what else is going on while I do all this stuff? Is there anything else going on in the space you're excited about, Connor, or you're looking forward to?
Generally in the space, not really. I mean, I've just been so focused on launching, the space being next week as well. It's really just focused entirely on ADP at the moment. So yeah, I know Brave Dogs will be launching the day after, I believe. So I'll be looking into that one. I think the artwork's quite good, quite strong, and the team is, again, they've done quite a few bits in the space, so I think they'll be worth looking into. But yeah, for the most part, I've just been, focused on this, trying to get a few JPEG points here and there for the token, but yeah, nothing too wild. What about yourself?
Honestly, I've been working like a freaking maniac. So Brave Dogs, I did look at that, and I love teams that build, right? Cardano Crocs Club is Asung's a beast, and they're constantly building. So I'm always looking forward to what they got going on. I'm super excited about Boss Moon. I'm hoping on the 30th next week when we do our Boss Cat Rocket Club Boss Talk live stream, we're actually going to have live gameplay from that game. So, and I'm constantly talking to Catnap about it and stuff, and they're just, there's a lot to it. It's a big game. We're not talking like a little 2D game here. So they keep fixing the next little thing, and then something else comes up and they're fixing it, but they're moving forward pretty quickly. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, ADP, man, I'm super excited about ADP. I just want to see what I get for artwork. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Well, so the thing, like now, you can get anything. Traits are not rarity specific, so you will be joyfully surprised. Hopefully, with a 1 of 1. I'll be praying for you with the NFT gods, but we shall see.
Hell yeah! Well, I can't wait to see, man. I'm trying to see how many boss points I'm going to give away here. So I've got a lot of boss points. All right, so we'll do like 10,000 Boss Cat Rocket Club boss points to someone that retweeted the live stream on Twitter here. Let's see who we get. Hey, NF Devils Derek, Congratulations, man. Just hit me up. I know I'm supposed to know your wallet, but I never remember. Oh, bro, half the people that win this stuff, I've sent things to them 1,000 times. And every time, like, wait, what was your wallet again? And I get nervous. I'm going to send it to the wrong place. So, Derek, reach out to me, bud, and I'll shoot those boss points your way. And we also have a Boss Cat Rocket Club Vox Cat that we are giving away to our Pause for a Cause winner. Let's see if I can pull that up here.
You're very generous today. So many giveaways.
Well, this is, we do this. Oh, it is going to let me do it for some reason. I don't know why. All right. I'll just pull it over here and show it off. But we do every week for Pause for a Cause. That was part of the deal, right? We said, listen, we're going to do a weekly giveaway for our holders. No matter what, that's what 20% of the mint goes to. So I'm not going to lie. We are starting to get low because, unfortunately, a charity project doesn't have the hype behind it that some of these other projects do. Like, are you going to 10x with this artwork? No. Is it amazing artwork? Yes. And a lot of work went into it, but really it's just to do some good. So actually our mint's kind of stalled. So the community wallet's starting to get a little low. But we've been doing giveaways every single week for months. I mean, we've given away Boss Cats, Mutant Crocs, all kinds of insane stuff. So hopefully we can keep it going. We shall see. But here is right there. I think you can see it now. If I close this up, let me see if you guys can see that. Huh, I think my share screen froze here. Can you guys see this here playing?
No,
there's a video with a what the hell's going on here?
Frozen for me.
Yeah. Well, that sucks. All right. That's tech, man. Well, I'll tell you right now that it was Pause for a Cause number 652. We'll have that in our Discord, and if you hold that NFT in your wallet, then you just won something. Congratulations. Let's see if we can redo this here, because I do want to show what we have going on over there at Pause for a Cause. There we go. All right, so let's try this again. Oh, man. All right, so here we go. Here's PawsNFT.xyz. Everybody out there, please check it out, right? There's a whole bunch of mint discounts. If you have a Boss Cat, you get a discount. If you have, I forget what else, there's a million discounts. I think Stank Ape Speakeasy, NFTC Mega Pass, might have it in here. A Bats and Cats NFT. There's so many others as well. Just make sure you mint with those NFTs in your wallet, right? If you're minting with that wallet, you'll get the discount back as a refund, and you're doing some good, right? This art is fantastic. I don't know what you know, Connor, about AI art, if you've ever really messed with it, but I thought it was going to be easy. I was like, oh, we just type in and it spits out, bro. Let me tell you something. With animals, you have no idea how many 12-toed cats and dogs this thing spit out. We went through 20,000 images to get 800 that we thought were good enough for this collection. And they all come with a GLB file, with a framed asset and a GLB file. You can use it in an augmented reality app or hang it up in your favorite metaverse someday if they, support any asset being put in there. And it just does a lot of good, right? There's a lot. We all mostly have had a dog or cat in our lives that we absolutely love, right? And that was a family member. And there's a lot out there that are going through some really terrible things. And the ASPCA does a lot to change that. So we're trying to help. So please go to PawsNFT.xyz and mint one today, right? You could win some stuff. We have a Boss Cat we're giving away once mint is over as well, just to a random holder. And, make a difference when you mint. And mint ADP as well, because it's freaking awesome. And it's Solana-esque art on Cardano. And there's really cool pre-reveal frames. And that's really all you need to know. So. All right, man. Well, this was great. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess, is there any final comments you want to throw out there before I close her up?
No, it's just to say, if you're feeling like you want to have some fun back in the space, enjoy yourself, then feel free to mint on July 27th. You can pick up some mint and pledge passes on JPEG Store as well. So yeah, just get prepared and let's go.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. And if you want to hang out for a second, we will be right back. But everybody else, we'll see you. Actually, I'm not going to see you next week. I think the next time we might see all of you is for Swagfest on August 13th. Next week, we will be live on Boss Cat Rocket Club's Boss Talk with their once a month big giant bonanza. We moved it to once a month just so the giveaways can really be gnarly and we can have a whole lot of stuff going on. But thank you again, Connor, for joining us. I can't wait for the mint. Remember, everybody, you can still sign up for that pledge pass. There's still time. And the only thing stopping you is you. All right. I'll see you all soon.
Take care.